Hi, welcome back to my channel. As I have introduced decimal fractions earlier, today I will be continuing with the textual exercises. So let's start. So today I will be showing you how to represent a decimal fraction on number line. If this is a 0 starting initial point, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 1. Now this 0 to 1 has been divided into 10 parts. Now this first one is 1 by 10, 2 by 10, 3 by 10, 4 by 10, 5 by 10, 6 by 10, 7 by 10, 8 by 10, 9 by 10. So this is nothing but 10 by 10. Now 10 by 10 is nothing but 10 ones, that is 1 by 1, that is nothing but 1. So 1 can also be represented as 10 by 10. Now see here, from 0 to 1 it has been divided into 10 parts and each represents a number. Now as I explained you, 1 by 10 can be represented as 0.1. How it is? Now denominator will divide the numerator. Now 10 zeros is 0. So remainder is 1. Now because this is a smaller number, I am taking a decimal point. So because I have placed a decimal point, I can insert a 0. So 10 ones is 10. In the same way, you can also consider, now numerator number is 1. How many zeros you have? Normally if you have 1, it means 1.0. So after 1 there is a decimal point and later they have a zeros. So that can be negligible. So here, because you have 1 0 here, the point will shift to one place whenever it is a division. So this point will shift and it is nothing but 0.1. In the same way, 2 by 10. So what is the number in numerator? 2. How many zeros you have in denominator? 1 0. So normally 2 means it is 2.0. So because you have 10 in denominator, the decimal point shifts to one place front. It is 0.2. Now why I am doing this way? Now whenever you divide any number, the value get decreased. So the decimal point will move to the front. If at all you are multiplying, now normally 2 into 10. Now as I told you, 2 means 2.0. When you are multiplying with 10, whenever you do multiplication, the value get increased. So how many zeros you have here? 1 0. So this point will shift to one place right and you are going to get 20. Yes. So remember, whenever you are dividing, the point will shift to front, that is left side. So 3 by 10 is nothing but 0.3. Now in the same way, this is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and this is 1.0, that is nothing but 1. Now if at all they ask you to represent a decimal number on a number line, now this is the process you have to see. So if at all they ask you to represent a decimal number, 0.8 on a number line. Now here 0.8 is over here and this is that point. If at all they ask you to represent 1.4, same process. Now this is nothing but first reduce into fraction, that is 14 by 10. So here was 0, this is starting point and this is 1 here. Now this middle portion is divided into 10 parts and each has so this is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9 and this is 1.0. Now it is 1.4. So it is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 and this is 1.4. So this is the place. So I can write this as 11 by 10, 12 by 10, 13 by 10, 14 by 10. Yes. So hope you have understood how to represent a decimal fraction on a number line. So let's go for the next topic. So next one is write each of the following as decimals. Now here you need to write these numbers in a decimal form. So before going to write this into decimal, we need to recall what we have learned in the introduction part, that is place value chart of a decimals. Now before converting this number into decimal, I just want to explain the place value chart. So as you all know, in Indian system you have ones, tens, 100, 1000 and so on. So as of now I have taken only up to 1000. Now you have a decimal point after the ones place, and after the ones place you have 10th place and next is 100th place. So every time it is going to be so this indicates, TH indicates that you have a number that is 1 by 10 in the denominator and it is 1 by 100 in the denominator. So always remember 10th in the sense 1 by 10, 100th in the sense 1 by 100. So let me take the first one. It is 7/10. So 7 will be as usual 10th place. So 7 is in 10th place. So this after decimal point you have 10th place. So here you have a 7. Now before that you have a decimal point and this is nothing but 0.7. So that in the question itself it is given, you have to analyze where it is and just place them in the table. Now next one, 5/10. So where is tens? So here. So here in under the tens place you have 5 and next you have and 5/10. So 5/10. So 5 is in 10th place. Yes, in between there is no numbers given. So you have to take 0 and decimal point as it is because they have mentioned 10th here. Yes. So let's take the next one. 200, 200 and 300th. So it is 2 is in hundreds place. So 2 is in hundreds place and 300th. Now under 100th place there is a 3. Now you can see that there is no numbers given in middle. So just fill up them by using 0, 0, 0. So and this is the number. It is 200.03. So this is read as 200 and 300th. Hope you have understood. Let's move on to the next topic. So the next one is write the following in decimal fraction and reduce into lowest term. So main you have to do So the first number is 0.6. You have to convert into decimal fraction and then you have to convert into lowest term. So let's start. It is 0.6. So the first one is 0.6. So I am going to write in decimal fraction form. So 0.6 can be written as, now what is the number here? You have a 6 over here. So 6 should be written in the numerator, and then because you have a decimal point, write 1. After the decimal point you have only one digit, so you need to add 10. Yes, so this is a simple way to remember. After decimal point, how many digits are there? Those many zeros you have to include in the denominator. So here it is 0.6. So the number is 6, and after decimal point you have only one digit. So I have taken 10. Now see whether you can cancel it or not. Now 3, it both can be cancelled by using a 2 table. 2 3s, 2 5s. So the lowest term is nothing but 3 by 5. Now let me do the next one. It is 1.0. Now the second one is 1.0. Now after the decimal point you have a 0. So 0 doesn't have any value, and this can be written as just 1. Yes, if at all you have a number like 1.3, then I can take it as 13, and after the decimal point you have one digit, I can write it as 10. But whereas here you have 1.0 where 0 does not have any value, so I can just write it as 1. So the next one is 3.8. So as I have explained here, it is 3.8. So what is the number over here? It is 38, and after decimal point you have one digit. So it is nothing but 10. Now check whether you can cancel. Yes, there is a possibility of cancelling by using a 2 table. So 2 1s, 2 9s, 2 5s. It is 19 by 5, and it is an improper fraction. So do remember, whenever you have an improper fraction, that can be converted into mixed fraction. That is 3 4 by 5. Now let me check. 3 5s is 15. 15 plus 4 is 19. 19 by 5. Yes, and the next one is, so I have taken all 2-digit number. Let me take one more digit added, that is 6.45. Now 6.45. Now 6.45, here you have a number 645. Yes, so I have written the number by removing the decimal point. Now after the decimal point you can see that there are 2 digits. So 1, because the decimal point is there, I have placed 1. After the decimal point there are 2 digits, so I am going to add 2 more zeros. Yes, now see here, now there is a possibility of cancelling because you have 5 here and you have a 0 here. So both will be cancelled by using 5 table. So 5 1s, 5 2s and 5 9s. Here 5 20s. So now it cannot be cancelled further. So I can just write it as 129 by 20. Now again it is an improper fraction. You need to convert into mixed fraction. 129 by 20. Now 20 is nothing but 6 9 by 20. So let me check. 6 into 20 is 120. 120 plus 9 is 129 by 20. Yes, hope you have understood how to convert into decimal fraction and reduce into lowest terms. So let's move on to the next topic. So next topic is converting into decimals. So normally if you have 10, 100, 1000, that is multiples of 10 in the denominator. It is very easy. Now here we have a fraction, that is 4 by 5. I have taken 1 by 4 and 7 by 1000. So if at all you have 5 by 10. So this is easy. Write the numerator number. How many is, as I told you, if any number is given, it is 5.0. Yes, after the number you have a decimal point. So, and you have in denominator 10. So this point will shift to one place and this is converted into 0.5. Now this is easy compared to this. Now I have taken a fraction. Now how to convert into a decimal fraction? So 4 by 5. Now how to convert this is, you have to make the denominator as multiples of 10. Multiples of 10. That means it can be 10, it can be 100, it can be 1000 and so on. If you make a denominator value either 10, 100 or 1000, so conversion will be very easy. So what I am going to do is, I am going to multiply in the numerator and in denominator with the same number, that is 2. Yes, so 4 2s is 8, 5 2s is 10. Now we got a denominator as multiple of a 10. Now 8 by 10 can be easily converted into decimal, that is 8 in the sense 8.0. You have in denominator 10. So this decimal point is going to shift to front, that is 0.8. Yes, so let me explain the B1. So B, it is 1 by 4. Now take this 1 by 4. You have to multiply with such a number so that you are going to get a multiple of 10. Now with 4, it is not possible to get a 10. 4 into how much gives you 100? Now 4 into 25 gives you 100. So with the same 25, you should multiply the numerator value. So 1 into 25 is 25 and 4 into 25 is 100. Yes. So here you got a multiple of 10. So now it will be easy to convert into decimal fraction, that is 25 by 100. So write the numerator value 25 in the sense 25.0. Now here you have 2 zeros. So the point will be shifting to 2 places front, that is 0.25. Yes. So the next one is 7 by 1000. Now already it is a multiple of 10. So it will be very easy to convert. Write the number what is there in the numerator, that. So I have here 7. So 7 in the sense 7.0 and in denominator you have 3 zeros. So the point will shift to 3 places to the left. 1, 2 and 3. And these empty spaces is filled up with 0. Shifting the point, I got it as 0.007. Yes, hope you have understood how to convert a fraction into decimals. So let's move on to the next topic. So the next topic is write a fraction in lowest term. Now you need to write this decimal fraction into fraction and then you have to convert into lowest term. So do remember, whenever a decimal fraction is given, you need to convert into fraction and then convert into lowest term. So the first one is 0.04. Now this can be written as 0.04. Now neglect the zeros, write the number. So I have 4. Yes. So in denominator, now since you have a decimal point, keep 1 0. After the decimal point, you have 2 digits. If you have simply 0 0, we can neglect it. But here you have a 0 and 4. So you have 2 digits after the decimal point. So 2 zeros should be added. Now first part is finished. Now next they are asking you to convert into lowest term. So now check for whether it can be cancelled. Yes, here there is a possibility of cancellation. 4 ones, 4 25s. So it is 1 by 25. Yes. So let me take the second one. So second one is 2.34. So 2.34. Now take the number whole in the numerator 234 by. Now because you have a decimal point, keep 1, and after the decimal point you have 2 digits, so add 2 zeros to it. Now what you have to do, check whether there is a possibility of cancellation or converting into lowest term. So because you have a 4 here and 0, so this can be divided by 2. So let's take with 2. So 2 ones, 2 ones, so 2 sevens and 2 50s. Yes, and it cannot be cancelled further because here you have a 7, you have 5, that is 50. It can be cancelled either with 2, 5 and 10, but these will not go in 2, 5 and 10. So it is 117 by 50, which is an improper fraction. So this I can convert it as 217 by 50. Let's check. 50 into 2 is 100. 100 plus 17 is 117 by 50. So let me take the third one. 0.25. Now 0.25. Now what is the number over here? It is 25, that is 25. Now after the decimal point you have 2 digits. So write 1 first and count how many digits are there. There are 2 digits. So 2 zeros can be added to it. Now check whether there is a possibility of cancelling. Yes, there is a possibility of cancelling. So this can be cancelled. 25 ones, 25 fours. So it is 1 by 4. Yes. So I think you have understood how to convert a decimal fraction to fraction and then convert into lowest term. Hope you have understood today's topics. If you have understood, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.